Mark, having had time to fully reflect on Wednesday's performance, what was the most pleasing aspect?
The win. I think, we needed the 3 points, and then after that, the performance was pretty solid. So they're a good team, Blackburn, and they're up at the top of the division for a reason, and they've been able to get some really good results with good performances. They've obviously recently changed manager, so that's something for them to contend with. But we've had our own issues this year, and clearly it's a brilliant 3 points. I think that the performance levels, certainly from the last few games, have been pretty good. So we need to do that. We need more of the same. This one, obviously, coming on the back of a quick turnaround from Wednesday evening and going down to Millwall is the last one, obviously, before an international break, where we've got 6 players, I think, called up for international duty, but the rest will be able to do the running repairs that we need, or to do the training that we need to do to get into them for the last 8 games after this. So if we can pick up points, or a point, or whatever we get from the game, hopefully we can pick up 3, would put us in a really decent position, and mentally, and for the remainder of the season. So we'll be going all out to get them as usual, but the confidence obviously will rise a little bit from the game the other night, and the fact that the way they stuck together, the way that everybody was together, the supporters included in that, which is absolutely fantastic. That we can go with some confidence down to Millwall.
Are you starting to see some patterns of play developing over the last few months?
Yeah, you can see things happening now that are much more pleasing, and I think that's no coincidence that the players that you've had out for that period of time are coming back, and obviously, hopefully, we can get them stronger and do that relatively quickly. So yes, you can see things. It's a lot more pleasing on the eye. Still a lot to do, still a long way to go, but there's more improvement there, which is a positive. So I think for the most part they're doing everything they possibly can do. For the most part, they're doing pretty well.
With tomorrow's game at the end of a 3-match week, how much of the fact that we've had players coming back from injury will have in terms of your selection?
You've got to look at the opposition first, look at where we are physically, look at what needs to happen tomorrow. Even though there's a break at the end of it, it's what you get energy-wise out of a game. So we've got to look at that. We've got to travel down to London today, and we'll prepare as we normally do, and we'll look at that and do the final preparation today, and see which way the cards fall. 6
clean sheets in the last 8 games at home. Yeah. What's been key to that solidity, and what's required to replicate that on the road?
There's no secret. There's hard work, but also you've got to have an understanding of how people work and how people operate. The challenge for us tomorrow will be different than the one we faced last Saturday, for instance, at Coventry. So the games throw up different challenges, and obviously Alex is just recently gone in at Millwall, who was a previous manager here, and I'm sure that he'll be as keen as me to get the result for his team.
In terms of Viktor, pulled off 2 important saves in midweek. He's also worn the captain's armband for the last few months. How much potential do you see in Viktor?
He's a top goalkeeper. I think he's a really top goalkeeper at the level. Obviously, he's been called up by Sweden again, and he's not too far away from the number 1 jersey there, and playing on a regular basis for his country, I'm sure is something that he's high up there on his list. So for us, he's been outstanding. He's brilliant in the dressing room. I'd say he's a leader in the dressing room. He's a leader on the pitch. He's somebody who communicates really, really well, and obviously for a second language, the Scandinavian countries all speak English anyway, really, really well. So, but he's brilliant. Great to have around. Great in the dressing room, like I said, and on the pitch, he's growing in that confidence and stature, really. So he's got a great relationship with the supporters. I've noticed that, and that can only be a good thing, really. So yeah, I'm delighted for him and with him, and I think we spoke the other day about performances, and He backed everything up with the 2 saves that he made the other day, which were, I mean, outstanding saves. You know, there's no doubt that he's kept us in front on both occasions. So that was good. But there's other good performances. I mean, I think everybody to a man was played the part in getting the result.
With his assist on Wednesday night, Lewis now has 6 goal contributions in his last 6 games. What have you liked about his recent performances, and what more do you want to see from him?
Generically, I think he's fundamentally a brilliant player. He's got everything in his locker. I think sometimes he just needs reminding of that. So the performances he's put in, and the not only the goals, I mean the quality of the goals and the level of that, and the quality of the assist the other night for Ali was absolutely outstanding. So he's been instrumental in what we've done and what we've started to do well. So, you know, there is that's what you want. You know, you need that, and you need to have people pushing each other and driving, and not settling for mediocrity, because it's just that's not what we're after. We're after excellence. We're after elite. We've got to keep driving those standards, and they can do that. So eventually it'll get to the point where they'll understand what's required, and they'll just do it naturally. So, but they're good. They're a really good set of lads. I've got to say that they've been great ever since I came in, and they're receptive to learning.
In terms of tomorrow, what would it mean to back up Wednesday's result with another 3 points?
Oh, it's huge. You know, it's a big game for us. You know, there's no doubt about it. We can go down there with renewed confidence. I think it gives people and supporters a little bit more confidence and hope and all of those things on the back of what was a difficult weekend last weekend. To bounce back and get the result, and the manner of the performance was just what we needed.